It feels like so long since I last streamed. Well, it's been warm, but it's cooled off enough I can have the door open, thankfully. So how is everybody doing? Sorry, just adjust my headset. I'm doing okay. Sorry, I'm having to clear my throat. Just the days have been like super warm, and then the temperature drops, and I all of a sudden get congestion because of the change, and it's very annoying. There's my mod. Some cute little dancies, little dancy frogs. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I'd actually be saying this, but I'm actually tired of summer. I want the cooler weather, not cold, but cooler weather, so it's not like, I don't want to feel like I'm melty in my own house, you know. I'm like a spring, fall type. Yeah, spring, fall. I think I've said this before, but I used to be summer because I equated summer to like, oh, my birthday's in the summer. I don't have school, that sort of stuff. And then my health issues became worse, and now I have trouble regulating hot and cold. So, yeah, no. I don't like summer anymore. So I figured out, well, I looked it up, and show you my character. Oops. So I have to just keep going with the quests until, like, the main storyline stuff, until it unlocks the ability to do like other classes. So right now I can do other jobs, like I can do goldsmith and all that, but yeah. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in well, if it ain't the one and only Templeton Webb. I was told a distinguished adventurer might be reporting for duty. Fancy the adventurer being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Okay, ooh, what do I get? I'll forget that one. It's probably pirates. Balron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has need of a capable adventurer. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Satasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north to Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Didn't sound like much, I know. But since that nasty business over at Swift Perch, folks have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you'll permit me, Master Balron, I'd be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjack himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Gonna make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome Templeton back to Limsa Laminsa. It is well that you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the course of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Satasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Coriorals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Satasha again. But with the Satasha testing our defenses with the Sahagin testing our defenses lately, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Okay. Let me take a drink. That's the one thing I do like about this headset, is the mic is so shorter and closer to my mouth, so I don't have to worry so much about bumping it like I did with my previous headset mic. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it's settled. Satasha is located in western Lanasia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimpella. She can be found at the ferry docks at the lower decks. You are the man. Good luck to you, lad. Okay. So the other thing I'm supposed to do is, let's see. Go to the Marauders Guild. Oops. I drifted a little. So see, I believe it's once I complete this one, then I can access the rogue class. That's what I was missing. Wake of Destruction. Wyern Zoan wishes to speak with you regarding your ongoing training. I have gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sagar bade you slay. The tales name this creature Kujuta. Those who have witnessed Kujuta in the terrifying flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain, such as his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step toward this distinct goal, I send you to the blind iron mines. We have had word that folks are falling prey to the claw of the local Galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside you and let your axe blades sing in righteous slaughter. Okay. So I apologize that I was supposed to finish this off and get Templeton to Rogue. Summerford Farms or Murder Dogs. I was supposed to do that last Friday, but it was too hot. I didn't have the energy, and I just decided to take care of my own health and skip stream for that day. So that's what I'm doing. I've also been... Hi, Kitty. You're okay. Also been getting back into playing a lot of World of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which technically it's not classic because it's the next expansion, but they only call it classic because this is the first introduction of Blood Elves and Draenei to the game. So that's what they consider classic. But I've been enjoying playing it. And then I decided, let's see what the differences are. Because I've paid for the game for a while, but I never played it. Because I wanted to have it available for when I did want to play. And then the whole debacle happened with Blizzard. I stopped playing for a while. And, is debacle the right word? I don't know. The whole horrible thing happened with Blizzard. That's what I mean. So I wanted to see what changes happened because I know there's been a new expansion now. Actually, it's interesting how when I came back to the game, the expansion was being offered to me for half off. So I don't know if that's because the expansion bombed or what, but yeah, I've been playing that again, and then I created one character to see what the differences are, and oh my gosh. All the dodos. All the dodos. Wow. Oh, that's why I have to go. Galagos. Okay. This is for my hunting log entry. Oh, these things. Okay. This is how I become strong, despite these things. Okay, well. Okay. I'm gonna be real mad if that's all it took. Like, what was it? 10 minutes of gameplay? I saw I had a Twitter reply and so apparently it's come out that, oh yeah, the US government knows about aliens, we've had aliens, blah blah blah, and all this. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's kind of figure that, but I tweeted, it's like, nah, it's like, aliens, this should be the planets that you roll up your windows, you lock your doors, and you just hurry by. It's like, you don't want to be here. Trust me, you don't want to be here. And one of my friends replied with a little crying, laughing emoji. I'm gonna be watch me like, yeah, now you can do other stuff. It's like, welcome back. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there's much work to be done. Kujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled the farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Okay, now I have to go somewhere else. Hold on. Oh, just... I'm just going right back to some Ford Farms. So yeah, tomorrow I'm probably gonna get like some more. Oh, it's a bun person. Or do you just have a mask on? Oh no, you're a bun person. You just look like a human bun. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna tomorrow get like some mics or twisted tea or something like that. They usually always have good deals, like 2 for $4 or something like that. Which I'd be down. Sounds good. What do you usually mix it with? Or do you drink it straight? I know some people drink it straight. I cannot. So like a party over there or something? It's an overturned Wayne. I still have... Here, let me do this now. Oh, shit. My question is how... I was about to say, was that it? Dang. I was about to say, okay. Oh, I can't. Said, nope, you already used that one too many times. Hopefully nothing happens on the bridge. So a co-worker, well, former co-worker, she's since retired. She used to be like a grandma to me. She gifted me at one point Captain Morgan gingerbread spiced rum. And it's super good. I put this like a little bit in my coffee sometimes. I still have so much though. I need to start drinking it. I know during the last bits of packing we had, I was like kind of stressed, so I was just drinking it, you know, taking straight shots from it. But yeah, that's what I have. Messed up. God, it's so far. When you don't have a mount, it's so far. Because like, nah, we're gonna make you run. Oh, okay. Okay, I've heard that term, but I don't know what it means. What does it mean by a couple of fingers of something? I know it's a measurement. And I know you're not literally sticking your fingers in your drink. Are you really gonna... You're attacking that poor Gobu who did nothing to you? Wow, rude. The poor thing. So rude. Oh, okay. So it's not completely accurate because a couple fingers for you would be less alcohol if I did it because of how small mine are. Yeah. Glass is very so do fingers. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, technically, I can go here. Yeah. In all honesty, oh I could do the quest if I want to. Yeah. In all honesty, I don't like. I like that little balance where it's just before drunk, where it's like you feel good and you're not in pain, that sort of thing, or as much pain. The relaxed level is what I call it. That's also usually the level where I'm able to go to sleep. And then I just sleep off whatever I need to. Hello, welcome to the stream. Feel free to lurk as much as you like. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, are merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training, but do not despair. As Axemaster and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand. You may find yourself drawn to explore possibilities offered by other disciplines and guilds. These distractions are inevitable and perhaps necessary. But I urge you to soon return to the path of Marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull just as you begin to show such potential. Fare you well. I got it. I got it. Yes. Let's get a helm, I guess. Armory unlocked, that's what I needed. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, apparently if I have too much alcohol, I want to fist fight people. Like, I felt the need that night to get on the second floor of the apartment I lived at and yell at people on the street that I wanted to fight them. It was the funniest thing. It's like, okay. Now, in hindsight, I'm like, y'all, you were dumb back then. And thankfully, I don't have those negative influences anymore, but oh boy, I could have gotten in so much trouble back then. Yeah, this is what I wanted. There's not behind these convent doors for a worldly type like you, Gov. We are the dutiful sisters of the Eldewis, all pure and saintly like. Now bugger off, really. Y'all are rogues. Hang about, ain't ye that cove that goes by the name of Templeton? Yeah? Ha, I knew it. We like to snitch. We like to snilch all the rising talent, and from what I hear, you're head and shoulders above the rest. If you can handle yourself half as well as they say, you might be, well, of some use to us. Ah, forget all the sisters of the Eldewise bollocks. That's just a bit of fun to fob off the curious calls. We're a guild of rogues, mate, and it's mainly our Marks does the praying. Me and mine work in the shadows of Limasa, taking a keen edge to the brooks and cacklers would have earned themselves a million. We don't tout for members, but every now and again we might offer a promising young cove a place in the ranks. If you've an interest in joining us, tip us your daddles. Tip us your daddies. Oh. Oh my God. And we'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. So what do you say? Fancy learning a new trade? Yes. Good to see you're keen, but I should probably warn ye on a few points before you dive in. Where most guilds take pride in turning their members into the best bloody candlestick makers they can be, we only care about getting the job done. And the job ain't pretty. You became one of us, and you'll soon be neck deep in scum and knife fights. So if you're looking to scamper across rooftops and bilk dandies, oh they're blunt, you best take up with a different crew. Think on that and come back if you're still keen. My first daggers. Long Woward would have you reaffirm your desire to join the Rogues Guild. I didn't scare you off then? Ben, they told me you was a meddlesome cove, and so it's proved. You'll need every ounce of that metal soon enough. Now step inside and have a prattle with Jackie. He's our upright man, the master of the guild. Yes. You're looking to head inside? Yes, I am. Now, honestly, when I say in hindsight that I'm like embarrassed about how I used to act back then, I am. Keep in mind, I'm 4'7", and at the time I was like less than 100 pounds. So yeah, I was not a threat to anybody. Someone could like blow on me and knock me to the ground. Probably could still do that. But now it's like, I don't like bringing attention to myself, like especially when I'm out in public and I have my tics. Like I don't like drawing that attention to myself. I can't help it. I like drawing attention to myself under certain circumstances. Like being a YouTuber, being a photographer, being a cosplayer, being a streamer, that sort of thing. Not just random for, for the fun of it. I don't need that type of, hey, look at me type stuff. Hi, I'm the one they call Jackie, though I'm surprised you heard of me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name, along with that, the kindly cove as told ye mine. Ah, the famous Templeton. Old loony left patch let you in, did he? He can't throw a blade for shite, but that one eye don't miss, not when it comes to sizing up a dimber colt for the Stalin. Just one thing, you ain't a pirate, are ye? Nope. Well then, it's time you was stalled to the road. Pull on your best beater cases, and I'll swear ye in myself when you're ready. Now, I could fill your waddles with the storied history of our guild, but that's just... What? Hids and wind. The most important thing, the only thing we care about, is getting the job done. Now, most folks, and I'm assuming you're among them, know that not long after Olympus' founding, the sea was overrun by a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear that they'd all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules, an unspoken code of conduct, as it were. Code of conduct. 1, you don't bite the purses or your fellow Lamensons. 2, you don't rook a crew out of their spoils. And 3, you don't trade calls like they was chattel. I'll admit the finer points of the code are might murky, but most agree on those 3 at least. Now, you might be thinking none of that amounts to a sack o' dillberries, now the Admiral's outlawed piracy, but in the back alleys and black markets, where Merriwebb's grip ain't so tight, the code's still alive and well. And just as the law is enforced by the Yellow Jackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. We go where the shadows are darkest, and hand out justice to them as break the code. Some rum-soaked cove steals goods from the wrong cove, and we steal them back. That's my job, my natty lad. Of course, we don't hop the twig when blade work's called for neither. You'll see there's more to our dagger play than just sticking calls with the pointy end. We'll weaken the mark with poison, fade away and strike in the dark man's, wherever it takes to get the work done. Well, what do you say to that? Got the guts to do a rogue's job? Yes. Alright then, first off, we'll have to get your kit sorted out. A rogue needs to be light on his dew beaters to stay on the mark's trail. The job might have you fighting across a deck or weaving through a mob, and the last thing you want is a bleeding great axe which hooks itself on every rope and post. That's why we stick to daggers. Let ye slip through the streets just as easily as they slip through a rook's ribs. Here, take these stabbers and let's see how they look on you. Just don't get so excited with your new toys that you forget to dress for the role. You'd be surprised how many colts come back to me in their bloody small clothes. Sweet. Rogue unlocked. Alright. So go to armor chest. So see, it says Rogue Ninja under item level. Equip. And then go to character. Go to recommended gear. That looks very cool. Ooh, that's... Okay. And then we're going to go to gear list. I'm going to create a new... Yes. Alright. I like how this looks. Stabbers in your fambles. Jackie wishes to give you a few pointers on dagger play. Manage to strap those daggers on without cutting yourself? Well, you're off to a good start, I say. Next, you want to get a feel for the weight and speed of your new weapons. I reckon those bleeding cheats in the field outside Limsa should serve for your first lesson. Oh my god. I test your blade on a few of them lambs, then slice up some rats and puggles for good measure. Mind that ye mill them beasties one at a time, though, lad. I know you served up far worse in the past, but you're no damber with them stabbers just yet. Oh, the wordplay. Leave the guild. That sounds so weird. Leave the guild. Like, oh, goodbye. Goodbye forever. Hey, dude, check me out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is funny. Emotes. What's a funny emote I could do? Oh, change pose. That's it? Oh. Oh no, I kind of like that one. And then, oh, don't say I don't have it. Oh, I don't think I have it. Hold on. Yes, I do have it. I'm gonna flex on y'all. Okay, so one thing I can do now, what gate am I supposed to go out of? Middle one also. Alright. I have a kitty looking out the door. Okay. Ooh. Fancy. Oh, it counts as that too? Nice. Okay. Come here. Yay, I leveled. Change shift. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, Lammy. Oh, I got mutton. Hello. Nice. Okay, is this where the other ones are? Yes. Oh, are they the things in the water? Yep. What's this? Gut slash. Oh, I almost thought there was nowhere to go. I'm like, hold up. Okay. I'll do those later. Trying to get to level 5. Alright. Lower decks. Alright. Oh, my scribe and save popped up. I need to fix that. Oop. I think it's faster to do it this way. It'd be nice if on the big aetheryte piece you can teleport to the other smaller ones, but no. Is it still gonna let me do this? Rising to the challenge. Itel 1 is ill-pleased with the carelessness of the wench's customers. We all know how it feels to have had one too many, but that's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them... Oh, I have the hiccup so bad. Ugh. Didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town, searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogaden who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars. Quintain. Perhaps you could still catch up to him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but the last time I did that, Baderon docked my wages. Oof. And then this lady. Beauty is only scalp deep. Rumors of a dangerous madman about town have Shahod to be ill at ease. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said that he brandished his blade so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into the scream I just heard outside. Shudder. We gotta do this one first. Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-arsed bastard drank 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading to airport. Aye, what else? Aye, where else? The scurvy sop. Nymea willing, he's still stranded at the ferry docks, though the gods know it won't help me get my Gil back. Okay. I have to go out to the docks anyway. It's not gonna let me finish it. That's fine. What level do I have to be, technically? 15. Okay. That's fine. I'll go over here then. Done with your milling, are we? You can never have enough blade practice, me young colt. In fact, I'd even add a list of marks to your hunting log. Pit yourself against the lot, and you'll soon learn some new steps for your dance with the daggers. Aye, you must think of yourself as a dancer, not a bleeding butcher. You only need so much force to ram a short blade into the hilt. Precision and speed, that's how you get the most out of your stabbers. Bulky armor only have you plodding about like an ungainly ox. So make sure you wear gear that'll let you move freely as well. Alright, get your blade work up to scratch, and I might just have a job for you. A dainty dilemma. Jackie appears eager to give you your first assignment. Hello there. I must say you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd stow me wids and let ye get on with your work. But seeing as we've only just dragged ye into the shadows, there might be a couple things that ye ain't yet familiar with. Let's build on what ye likely do now. And that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa Lominsa. I love the Admiral. I know I've said that before. So why do you think there's still so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's because there's still only one way for them to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do is apply to serve the thalassocracy as a certified privateer. A captain with the privateer license is free to terrorize the seas till the owled goats come home, so long as he only targets vessels that belong to the Garlean Empire. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, that's plenty of looting to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder, then sail back here to Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. See, this one crew got their bulls on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise, but was worked out of their hull by some heavy-handed codes. If you recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you best be prepared for a visit from the rogues. And speaking of visiting rogues, Underfoot, over here, lad. I'm offended. A Lalafell called Underfoot. Really? Really? I need a drink. That was horrible. You can tell I've never done a rogue before. It's like, yes, let's name one of the shortest races in the game. And let's get a character named Underfoot. I want the pair o' ye working together on this. Pass sentence on them code-defined rooks, and bite back that Magitech part. Eh? What's the cult need me for? You're in charge of new recruits, ain't ye? It's his first assignment. You're to go along and give him the benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of new... Ah, bugger it. Poor thing. So I guess we're to be partners for the now. The name is Paramu Haramu, but most of me fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem a touch reluctant, but Paramu is one of our best. You just do as he says and you'll get the job done. Poor thing. Okay, let's talk to him. Oh my god, that's so like me. Sit in a chair, you can't even touch the ground. And have to sit like on the edge like that. Because honestly, there are some chairs I sit back and my legs just stick straight out. I hate it. Alright then, me young rogue. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps are all up to task. With them short blades, you need to get in good and close to your mark, aye? But we ain't bling swaths in shiny armor, and the lighter kit we wear ain't much protection from a click to the game. So if you don't fancy spitting blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds up to land a nasty clout. Sliding around to a flank usually does the trick. But there's some run fun every rogue should master, the shade shift. Clear your mind and trust in your speed, and you can leave an axe-wielding brute or spell-flinging mage chasing your shadow when we bury your stabbers in his guts. Right now, it's time to put your lesson into practice against some of those R.A. lay out in Lower Lanasia. I hope you would pay attention, lad, because those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy. Okay. Oh. Okay, that is... Yeah, Morby driving docks would probably be the best. So, let's see. It's still technically Wednesday, so tomorrow, Thursday, I have a new VOD that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube channel. It's a Kingdom Hearts stream, VOD from a stream I did back in September. Yes, that's how bad my backlog is. But I don't want to post everything because one, that takes so much time, and two, I don't want to like inundate the I don't want to inundate the channel with all my VODs. I didn't realize that I have backlogs for almost a year. I apologize for that, but yeah, I have so much backlogs. But at least I won't run out of content, and then some of those backlogs I can edit and turn into Let's Plays. So I'm excited about that. Also, depending on how much energy I have, later tonight or tomorrow before it gets too warm, I have a special little surprise I want to do some recording for. It's a new game. The demo is just out, and you'll see it's right up my alley. Probably be posting, I don't know how many videos it's going to take for me to do the demo, but expect the first one to most likely be on Saturday. I'm excited about that. Also, when I get my next paycheck, I have plans. If all goes well, I have plans to purchase some other games. This game I currently only have up to Shadowbringer, but the rest of the expansions to catch me up is only like on sale for 20 bucks. So I'm planning on getting that. I'm hoping to also get Cyberpunk 2077. My roommate's been playing it. He's been enjoying it so much, and I can't wait to play it too. It looks super interesting from the little like snippets I've seen and from what he's told me about it. Like, he's trying not to spoiler the game, but he's like super excited, so he wants to talk about it. I get it. And then I think I had one other game I was also going to purchase that I'm like really excited about playing. So I have a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not going to be running out of ideas or games or anything like that to play. It's just there's not enough time to play everything, so I will play what I can. Also, I'm still working toward trying to figure out how to connect up my Switch so I can stream from my Switch. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to be able to do that and to start playing some of the Pokemon games, to start playing Breath of the Wild. I still have Breath of the Wild. I have not touched it because I wanted to play it on stream for y'all. And I have Phantasy Star, the original Phantasy Star that I want to play. Super excited about that. So yeah, there's plans in the works. Yeah, I've been if you haven't been caught up, I've moved and I'm still trying to get settled into the place. We're mostly settled in. I wouldn't say we're fully settled in, but we're mostly settled in. Again, there was an interested party in our big dining room table that's taking up a lot of our front room. So I've reached out to this person again. Hey, are you still interested? Let me know. So I'm waiting to hear back. Because again, this is someone that if they're able to get a hold of the table, it would stay in the family, and that's what's important to me. I know they would take care of it, so there's that. That's why I'm kind of like waiting on them, because I know there's a antique furniture store. There's an antique store that's like close by that I could have talked to, gotten a quote, all that stuff, but this party reached out, said that they're interested. So I'm like, okay, let's see if we can make this happen. Honestly, this table is like 100 years old. It's old. Like it used to have a piece of paper at the very bottom that would say that would give like the name of the store this table came from is long since out of business, and it's still a very sturdy table. Like, as with a lot of old things that's been passed down and moved around and everything from place to place, it needs some retouching. But once it gets retouched, it's going to look beautiful again. Unfortunately, we don't have the chairs that went along with this table, but the table is still in such good shape, for being through what it's been through. It, like, some of my videos that I've recorded have been recorded on that table. Like, when I did Vlogmas last year, my Lego Vlogmas, all my Lego builds I did on that table. Some of the vlogs that you've seen where I'm in my kitchen area at the old apartment have been on that table. My gingerbread builds were on that table. What else? When I recorded the ramen video with one other person, with a guest on my channel, that was on that table that we had the ramen bowls and we were recording on it. And so yeah, so that some of my tasting videos, I've been at that table doing the recording. So there's a lot of history from me, a lot of history from other people, a lot of history from this interested party. So fingers crossed. And then once that table's gone, we plan to, like I said, get like a not a couch. We don't have the room for a couch, but maybe like something smaller, like I think it's called a love seat. The seating thing that's smaller than a couch. My computer chair that I've been using for when I stream in the front room, unfortunately, is gonna go. It's technically third hand, because my roommate picked it up for free, so he's the possible second person that's owned it. And then when he got a better chair, when I bought him a better chair, he gave this one to me, because the previous one I had, if you remember, it squeaked really bad. And unfortunately, when we first moved in here, we didn't have the room to have it in the apartment. So it sat outside. And as a result, the seat is cracking pretty badly. So that's going to go out. I have some idea. My roommate laughs at me because I have my own idea. Because, like, we're going to have the love seat, and then I want my own special little chair. And some of the stuff I've seen, I love so, so much. But in my heart of hearts, I know it would take up too much room. Like, I've seen was it the... I think they're called egg chairs, where they're, I swear to God, elites. I am obviously not. No. I do not do RP. Can I? Yes. Breaking my little... What I was saying is, that's the one thing, for all its faults, that's the one thing I like about World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft, you can have a feature where you can have it so that nobody sends you trade invites, nobody sends you guild invites, and you can actually turn off chat completely. You okay, Grim? That's why I like being able to turn off chat completely. I wish I could do that in this game. Unfortunately, I cannot. But what I was saying is, my roommate and I were in a, oh God, I forgot what the store name was, but they had this egg chair, and it's technically supposed to be for outside, but it's a suspended chair. It's like in the egg shape. I climbed into it. I was tired. We were walking around the store trying to get ideas for how we wanted to furnish the apartment. This is actually before I got my bookshelf and my other dresser. And so we were like looking for ideas. And I see this egg chair. And my roommates, I honestly, on first looking at it, it looked like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And my roommate said, just get in it. Just get in it. So I'm like, fine, whatever. I didn't want to argue. I was tired. I was going to appease him. I get in this egg chair and I almost fall asleep the minute my feet leave the ground. That's how comfortable it was. But I know in my heart of hearts it is too big for this apartment if we also get a little like love seat or mini sofa. And that hurts so much because we're also wanting to get like a little tiny coffee table for the front room. But I've been trying to find the right chair to be able to. I've been trying to find the right chair to suit me for when this table is gone and we're able to actually fix up the living room, or living room, front room, whatever. Another thing that we have, because we have Nerf guns, something we saw at IKEA is plates that we can put on the wall and then strap our Nerf guns to the wall to these plates, and like display plates to display our Nerf stuff. And then on the other side, my roommate was thinking of displaying like our video game controllers, of like the video games that we don't play that often or that we have spares of. So like our Dreamcast controllers, I have multiple PlayStation controllers, that sort of stuff. So we have plans. It's just stuff's kind of impeding it. But I am happy recently that I was able to get 2 more shelving units for the kitchen, so we can make like a makeshift open kind of like a cupboard area. And so like there's a shelving unit against the back wall, and there's going to be two on either side, and they're all like pushed together, so it's like one. So we have like more shelving space than we did before. I was able to get an air fryer, and I got the little like inserts for the air fryer to keep it like clean, because those air fryers can get, as I've learned, can get dirty very quickly. And when you're low energy and don't get to it right away, the air fryer gets yuck without those. Oh, what else did I get? Oh, I also got a, I'm walking in my kitchen to look. I got one of those like mini drying rack things. So it's got like a top shelf, a bottom shelf. The top shelf we put like really light stuff on top of there. It's got like a little holder for silverware, and then it's got like the little things that stick out, so you can put your cups and your glasses to help those dry out. And I was able to finally find, I've slowly been emptying boxes, but I finally got one of those rolling little cabinet things for underneath my desk. It is kind of large, but it's not too big. Like I can still fit my computer chair in between that and the end of the computer desk, and I can sit there kind of comfortably. It's like a little teeny tiny cramped, like my knees still occasionally bump into it, but it's like a minor inconvenience. I'm thinking of getting a couple more and putting those in, like you can attach wheels on it, or you could just keep them off. What I'm thinking is putting the wheels on one and then sticking it into my closets, and that will be my storage space for like my cosplay wigs, my props, accessories, that sort of stuff. And you can stack them, so I'm probably gonna get like 2, because they're not that, it didn't come out to be that expensive at all, which I was super happy about. And I could just stick in my closet, and finally empty the box that has my wigs in it. The main thing that's bugging me currently right now, and if my mod is listening, maybe they can help. And I feel super bad, but my roommate said it was bound to happen with stuff being in cardboard boxes and moving and all that. Some of my stuffies that I had displayed got dirty in the move. And some of my stuffies have like dirty, gross patches on them now because of being in cardboard boxes. And like some of these stuffies were in cardboard boxes for months at a time before we were able to move and before we were able to unpack them. And these can't go into the washer. They can't go into the dryer. So if there's a way to remove them, you know, like clean them up so I can put them back and display them again, then that'd be awesome. The one that's really upsetting, and I didn't know it would get dirty, or else I would have packed it better so it wouldn't touch any of the cardboard or anything, is my Sebastian Bitter Rabbits. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a Black Butler plushie that's modeled after CL's butler, Sebastian Michaelis, and it's a pure white rabbit, but like on his cheek and a couple other places he has dirt patches, and he has like, I'm saying dirt patches, but it looks dirty, it looks gross. The other thing is, it is a signed plushie. His little tailcoat has the signatures of Sebastian Michaelis' voice actor and CL Phantom Hive's voice actor, one on each side. And so I would like to preserve those while still getting the stuffy clean, if that's at all possible. It doesn't look like the signatures were affected, just like the face, the ears, the little hands, and I think the feet. Possibly in the butt, I'm not sure, but yeah. I know he was one of the ones that when I first pulled it out, he looked dirty, and I kind of didn't want to pull any of the other stuffies out in case they were kind of dirty and messed up as well, because I don't want to display them like that. Like, and I was going to display those on top of my bookshelf that I bought recently, my tall bookshelf. The only one up there is my talking Chucky doll, and the only reason he's up there is because, yeah, he looks thrashed, but he's supposed to look thrashed. So I don't mind that his hair is messed up and that his shoes are untied and all that. But this Sebastian rabbit is just, ugh, you know. If you could send me information, that'd be awesome. Do you want me to, do you know what I'm talking about by stuffies getting dirty being in cardboard boxes? Because he was fine when I put him in. He didn't look like he does now. And if you want, probably tomorrow I can pull him out and take photos and send to you to show what I mean. But it's like ugly dirt circles on his whites. Luckily, I had a Monokuma who was also I have a Monokuma plushie that's signed by Todd Havercorn, who is the voice actor for one of the Danganronpa characters in V3, and he's also one of the voice actors for a character in Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. I think 2 is Goodbye Despair. I don't know. But it's the second game. And the Monokuma is fine. Like a lot of my other plushies that were like in the middle, that weren't touching the cardboard and everything, those were fine. Like I have them displayed in my little, it's a little like netted thing. You know, like for kids that have a lot of plushies or that have a lot of shoes, and parents get that organizer that they hook on the back of like a door, you know, a closet door or a bedroom door, and you put your stuff in there, and kids can easily get to it, and it's displayed and everything. That's what I have for my plushies. And none of my other smaller plushies, like I said, that were in the bottom or like in the middle of the other plushies, are dirty or messed up. It's just the other ones that were on the outer edges that are messed up. And now that I think about it, Tiffany and her dress might be messed up too, because Tiffany from I almost said Corpse Bride. No, Tiffany from the Chucky movies wears a white wedding dress on her doll form, and that might need cleaning as well. But I'm not so much worried about cleaning the wedding dress as so much as cleaning a plushie, you know, a plushie's face that has like stuffing and all that stuff that you don't want to get sopping wet, or you don't want to get sopping wet so that it attracts mold and moisture, but then you also don't want to get it overly soapy so that that area then attracts more dust and dirt later on. So that's my current dilemma right now. I have no idea what to do. I can't do a wash cycle that will erase the signatures. The jacket cannot be removed, and the signatures are on his tailcoat. Yeah, so if you know of a good spot treatment for plushies that can't be washed, that'd be great, because I have other plushies that look yellow, and they never looked yellow before, and they were white before, and now they look yellow, and I need to fix them. Like Sniper looks gross. If y'all remember, Sniper is my plushie cat that... Sniper is a plushie cat that is has calico patches on him. I say him, I decided it was a him. It's got calico coloring to it. The cat had no eyes. And I felt super bad for it. I found it in a thrift store, and I'm like, nobody's gonna buy him. He's gonna stay here forever. And I couldn't stand that fact. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you lay down. Dramatic. Also, we kind of don't want to put stuff in our wash because our washer has Orbeez in it. Don't ask. It would just, let's just put it this way, it'd just be better if we can find a spot treatment for cleaning these plushies instead of putting it through a washer and dryer that whole complex uses. We don't have our own personal washer and dryer. Okay. So that might help. I'm hoping. Uh-oh. A bridge too full. Captain Dosriel, stationed at Ashkan's Embrace, need you to track down a guard who has abandoned his duties. Ye be wanting to cross Ashkan's Embrace? If ye ain't in a hurry to be someplace, I'd rather ye hold off a bell or two. Presently the bridge is such a right confusion of wagons and such, the damn things like to collapse. We expect a bit of congestion, what with this being the only bridge connecting the roads from the dry docks to Limsa Laminsa, but today's traffic is something awful. Speaking of which, what in the seven hells does Worst Maga think he's playing at deserting his post at a time like this? Do me a favor, would ye, lad? Track down this skittish bugger and tell him to get his arse back to directing the chaos at the Embrace. Okay. Where is he? Right here? Oh, excuse me. Nope. You must be behind it. Yep. But 'twas only a matter of time before they sent someone after me, I suppose. I heard ye. The bridge is a bloody mess. Truth be told, I wish the damn thing would collapse and save me the suffering. I can't simply wave me hands and have everything suddenly sort itself out now, can I? And if I try reasoning with those demon-spawned coachmen, I'm like to get my head bitten off. Listen, if you're not going to let me be, then can ye at least have a word with the more irate wagon drivers? You know, soothe their temper some. That'll be one less headache for me to deal with. Okay. But yeah, he had no eyes, and I'm like, nobody's gonna buy him. So, where's Soothe? There's Soothe. Well, if you put it like that, then maybe I'll hold me tongue for a bit. But yeah, so I took him up to the register, and I told the lady there, I said, I want to buy him. But, of course, he didn't have a price on him, nothing like that. He was just tossed in the bin, you know. And the lady was super nice, and she's like, I can't sell him to you. She's like, I just can't give him to you. So I think I got him for like a nickel or 10 cents or something really, really cheap. And that's how I got my little kitty. And I showed my roommate, and he saw he had no eyes. So that's where the joke name Sniper came into, we came to call him. Because if you're a sniper, you need to have good eyesight out of both eyes. And so yeah, he's Sniper. He's been with me for years. I think I got him at Goodwill. Perhaps you do have a point. I shall endeavor to keep hold of my temper, if only to see the situation resolved before the moon turns. Alright, cool. Well, I'll be damned. You actually managed to calm those buggers down? You're a miracle worker, and that's the honest truth. All I need is for the drivers to heed me directions without all that snapping and snarling, you see. Well, I'd best be at it before they lose their tempers again. Oh, and I appreciate it if you could let Captain Dos Rio know I'm back on the job. Okay. have to be level 10 at least. Okay, well. Oops. So yeah, I finally have solutions for my paperwork and stuff. I have some place to put it. I just need to start doing the process. It's just when it's hot, you don't want to move, you know? You don't want to do any real work. I know there's someone over here. There we go. Suspiciously sober. That looks like keyboard smash to me. It looks like someone just went bump. How did it say that? It probably is. We need to come up with a name for this character. How about Bramp? Awesome. Love it. Good. We'll put that. Either that or he was falling asleep during the meeting. And they're like, Johnson, do you have a name for this character? And he like was falling asleep and he accidentally pushed a bunch of buttons, hit enter on accident. And his boss is like, that's it, you're a genius. We'll use it. He's like, huh? I know I'm joking, but oh my god, some of these names, it's like, and I only make fun of them because this is a fantasy world that's make-believe. It's all made up. If this was an actual person's name, I would want to actually know how to say their name so that I won't, so that I can try to say it properly. And even then, I know I'm going to like stumble and mess up upon it, but the effort will at least be put in. Oh, that was the other thing that I got for this apartment is my what's it called? It's called a tower fan. That I like how, okay, I was joking with a customer the other day because she bought a fan that's like my tower fan. And she said she liked it because it's quiet, but it doesn't put out the amount of air that she wants to help cool her place down. And I joked with her, I said, yeah, it's so funny that the louder the fan is, the more cooler air it pumps out. And she laughed and she's like, yeah, that's it. So but no, my tower, the living room is not that big. The front room is not that big. So it does its job. when I'm in here, and it also does its job of helping to circulate all the, it's so funny. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes 5 fans to circulate the air in this apartment and to help keep costs down. There's a ceiling fan in the kitchen. There's the tower fan in the front room. There's a box fan in the little like junction that tries to blow air between both my room and my roommate's room. And then my roommate and I both have a desk fan. Well, his desk fan is small. Okay. I have like the standard desk fan that has, you know, it's got the wide base and then it rotates from side to side, and it's got low, medium, and high settings and off. You know, they usually come in like white, the generic desk fan. So back when we had our old apartments, when I would say, oh, my fan fell over or whatever, I had one of those dinky little like metal fans. It was mainly one piece, but you can move the fan part like, you know, like tilt it up or tilt it down type thing. And I had it on a bench, like a little bench sheet behind me for when I was on the computer doing Let's Plays and stuff. And then sometimes I would tilt it so that it would be blowing on me when I was on the computer. Because at the old place, my computer desk was in like a little nook in the corner on the side of the air conditioner. So that little area got very warm because it wasn't getting hit by the air conditioner. So I needed something else. So when we moved into this place, my roommate took that fan and started using it in his room, which is fine. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Yes. Welcome to the stream. I'm just having a little drink and playing some Final Fantasy XIV. I just made my character Templeton Webb a rogue, and now I'm leveling him up so that he can go on to be doing main story quest lines. Currently, we're trying to figure out what this name is because we agree this is Keyboard Smash. And thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I know, we got a raid. And my Nightbot doesn't freak out over it. I think it was like the last raid I did, Nightbot just freaked out and started banning people. I was like, no, don't do that. I had to like change some settings and everything because I didn't know that certain settings were like fixed settings when you first get Nightbot. Yeah, I was deleting messages. Okay, so you know exactly what I mean. Like, I think, people were coming in and for their raid, they were typing a certain word all in caps. I don't remember what the word is, because I saw it for like a second and then deleted. I was like, no. And I couldn't do a thing while I was live. I had to go and fix it after stream. I'll Skype, captain of the trading ship Orion, has some information that might benefit your standing as an adventurer. By way of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa Laminsa so close at hand. I got hiccupy in the text. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak with Gazriel, the guard who stands at the entrance of East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lad. I beg to differ, but it's Final Fantasy, so let's go. Oh, Lord. Just this wall of names. Right, they were typing whole. That's right. Oh, the other thing is I didn't realize that my Ko-fi decided it was going to take over Nightbots and start posting my Ko-fi link and Nightbot, and I never gave that permission, and it started freaking me out that something was wrong, because all of a sudden there was a Ko-fi bot going, hey, check out da-da-da-da, but it wouldn't post the link. And I thought it was like some random bot that was trying to like spam or something like that. And then later, oh, they might. If you're hearing music, they might be doing Take Me Out. My TV is turned down low, so I can't hear it. But yeah, a lot of times, bards will find music from like popular movies, artists, that sort of thing, and they'll have like a what is it? A mod playing, or an app that helps it play, so that it looks like they're playing the instrument seamlessly, but it's the app that's doing it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't realize it did that because it didn't give me a notification. And then when it started happening last week, it started freaking me out because I thought that someone was trying to spam or take over my chat or something, you know? And then later on I go to Ko-fi, it's like, hi, we're doing this thing. And it's like, you could have emailed me. Oh, Jesus. That's the one thing I don't like about PS4. You have to go through every single person. Thank you. That is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the yellow jackets on high alert. Ah, and while I have your ear, I need you to visit Fantasy Webb and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Fantasy Webb has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. So I have to go through this crowd. Okay. Oops. Shit, she's right here. Greetings, sir. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? Why is your tag kinky? Ma'am? It's the Fey touched and then kinky. Hun. That's perfectly fine. I don't think I have a lurk tag, but I will work on that. Feel free. A possible suspect in the recent kidnapping, do you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kind of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Well, let's see. Ah, she's pretty. Fine, you get a pass. Oh, and she's got a wind-up Nanamo. Aw. Those are adorable. Do you have a quest for me? The right place. Swaz Blate, the master merchant of Hawker's Alley, wants you to look into current market prices. You, sir, adventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely, I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, Kairurun, Oham, and Swine Hill. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it to Bain Singh on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. Okay. First person's over here. Well met, lad. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every fresh piece from the forages of Naldig and Vimelis. Oh my god! We have a chicken man, folks. I love how the bun person is dancing all nice and eloquently, and then we have the big old chicken man over here. Popcorn Bot. Oh my god. No, that's a Lala. Oh my god. The dancing little chicken is not a minion, it's a Lala in a chicken costume. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love like the randomness that you can find in this game. And then this person has a cute little koala on their shoulder. My my main that I play offline has a koala. Kyoko Rune welcome customer. Kyoko Rune loves his lovely trade. Kyoko Rune's goods are goodly made. They're goodly made. Remember that. A fine morning to you, sir. What can I interest you in? Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? Is this another one of those investigations? Well, I have nothing to hide. I'm too obvious. No. You're the one who made a list for Swazblate? Let's have it then. Oops. Nothing wrong with the market as far as I can tell. You oftentimes get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives the numbers down right across Ocker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lad. Okay. Oh, that's... Nope. Can't do 14 yet. It'll just sit in my journal. Proper procedure. The goblin merchant, Sweenix, appears to be in some distress. How do you say that? Sweenix is Beauteous Gobby and Craft Smart Trade Maker. Sweenix makes busy deal with Uplanders. Needs delivered letter to gate of Meal Van, but Sweenix has shiver shakes. Uplander walk to gates of Meal Van for Sweenix. Uplander delivers letter to Tax Lady Trisha. He's like, I don't want to do my taxes. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Oh, the air constable. Okay. He's like, I'm scared. And we're like, what are you scared about? He's like, I'm scared. I'm trying to find all the low level quests to get them over with, to try and work on my level. Okay. Where is Sweenix with those important records? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. Right here. Why, these are Sweenix's records. Glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think that Goblin would have lost his fear of our offices by now. Every month he has to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa Limits is quite welcoming to foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweenix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. I don't think so, but duty calls. Patagia of Mealvan's Gate needs help collecting duty on imported goods. Here at Mealvan's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into Limsa Limitsa, and every duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation. We must chase them down. I'd be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers. One to a man named Sund Himal, whom you will find at the Ock Tent. Sorry. And the other to a woman named Letitia, who works on the Bismarck. At the Bismarck. If you are uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sund Himal when you meet him, and he'll point you in the right direction. Okay. Alright, so a lot of it is no, not that one. Lower decks. Oh. Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Mealvan. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Taxley Pataja has kind backwards for Sweenix. Sweenix has outflow of joy for Taxley Pataja. Sweenix is happy gobby. Gives Uplander jiggly shine. I got jiggly shine. A ledger from Mealvan's Gate, you say? Yep. Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path up to the upper decks and you'll find a place. Okay. What are you playing, sir? Alright. keep my TV low because when I first streaming on PS4, I had a problem with echo. I go into my room to put my headphones on to see what the Lala is playing, and the Lala stops the minute I put my headphone in. That's rude. I'm offended. Wow. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. What is this? Edelweiss. Gymnasium of the Bruguiere Consortium seeks the service of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Excuse me, sir, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted by menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of Eldwis. Oh my god. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa. They do, however, provide a very unique, rather unique service, of which the Bruguiere Consortium has recently been the benefactor. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Lon Woward, along with our profuse gratitude. Okay. We're up there. Okay. This way, I think. Nope. That's Judy Calls. So where is it? Oh, down there. Okay.
Hurry down. My name is Son.
What?
Didn't mean to laugh. You're looking stressed.
No, I was just trying to figure something out.
Yeah, I know. And when you try to figure something out, you just ask. Brow furrows.
I think it's down here. I forgot the cap. Oh, here you are. Oh, there, you're looking ahead inside? Yes. I also have this for you. What's this then? A parcel from the Bruguiere Consortium, huh? Let's have a peek inside. Ooh, walnut bread and ginger cookies. And if you owe them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. That consortium calls know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetites, so I'd best save a few bites for myself before I take this inside. Ahem. You let Janasim know that we're always here should her boss have need of us again. Now let me inside. Doubled your practice then. Heh, the sting of them tentacle buggers will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Now that we got your blood rushing, I say it's time to get down to work. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves. What rooked that Magitech gadget? Might be as one of our rogues has heard something. The guild thrives on information, you see, and we've agents scattered far and wide with their glazes keen and their wattles to the ground. Let's pay a visit to Itolwan at the Drowning Wench. Ask her for a weak ale and see what that gets you. I'm not sending you up for a lab, trust me. The fact that he hops down just like a child is like, ooh, that hits too close to home. Okay, I'll get you as soon as I can. Promise. Try and do all this other stuff first. Sissapoo? Back in the water. Sissapoo of the Fisherman's Guild wants to order a new fishing boat. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but fisher folk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned Naldic and the Melis for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. If you want for something to do, mayhap you can run over to the Armorers Guild and... What are you doing, kitty? She's just strolling casually in front of you. Huh?
Probably pirates.
It is probably pirates.
That's most definitely pirates.
Are you sure? And consult with Forge Master Hananza in my stead. I would know how long we might expect to have to wait. Okay. I don't mean to yawn, I apologize. Let's do that one first. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Mealvan's gate is notified without delay. A thousand words. Letitia needs someone to report a bilking patron. We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality. So it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Nary a Beligal, a first-time patron, did just that. Arshu Shamo is the one who lovingly prepared this man's meal. She is quite upset by the whole affair, and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf? Arshu Shamo should be done adding the finishing touches by now. Grr, I put my heart and soul on that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones and make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godbert at the Coral Tower. He'll know what to do. Will he? I don't think he will. A sheepish request. Hala Ono needs help replenishing the Bismarck's larders. Beg your pardons, good sir, but you are an adventurer, are you not? I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. I would be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain them directly from the source, wild lambs. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abel Far, a sentry stationed in Bulwark Hall, just below the drowning winch. Okay. Oops. So one of the things I had planned is, of course, like I said, a new video on Saturday. And I do want to get back into recording. I can't stream because I don't have a video card, but I want to get back into recording World of Warcraft episodes, but putting the disclaimer that, as I've said in the past, I am behind and I support all the good people that work at Activision Blizzard Entertainment, who are doing their best to put their heart and soul into products that they're passionate about and that they want us to enjoy and be entertained by, and just want to keep coming back to and playing over and over again, you know. And some of these people I've spoken with personally. Some of these people I know that I've known in the past have most likely left the company, and I wish them well in whatever they're doing now. I hope they're successful. I hope they're happy. And I don't want the hard work of the good people to go to waste, you know, the good ones to go to waste. And I want to be able to enjoy their products again, but knowing full well that I support them and not the bad actors, the horrible people that are also unfortunately in that company. And it's sad that so many companies nowadays, you've got a lot of these bad actors, these, you know, horrible people that are also a part of this company, and it makes the company look bad and overshadows the good people that are a part of this company. What you doing, kitty? Yeah? Oh, Marauders Guild. A bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist rendition of the man? Oh no. What in the 7 hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty after all. However, we will need a little more to go on than this piece of art. It would be easiest for all involved if Ru Tsushimo were to come here and answer some questions. Please relay to her as much. Oh man, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Oh, lost and found. Junadade seeks help with a growing problem in Los Elementos. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing as of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. It is essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to my colleague in Bulwark Hall? In Delika is her name. My thanks in advance, friend. Wait, isn't she here? Oh yeah, she is. I can see her check mark. Ah, so you've spoken with Godbert? Wahaha. Within the bell, the jail jackets will have that swindling scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell. And then I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? Godbert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning. But what more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to be 1,000 words? Poor thing. I feel bad for her. He needs more than your picture. There we are. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild? I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for Galen. This task alone has our hands full. But look, I'll see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I'd be loath to disappoint Sisapu. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Sweet. Poor Sisapu. Okay. The rats in the wharf. Hananza has a simple yet preferable task for an interesting adventurer. Are you in need of some trifling task to pass the time? Then I have just a job for you. Baderon is offering a reward to any adventurer who slays at least 5 wharf rats. There's no shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. Is there anything in here? Oh, I'm yawning, I apologize. Oh. What task do you have? Soothing the savage siren. Okal Kaya has an advice for any adventurers headed to the missing member. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Scrag, I advise you to turn tail and run. Oh no. Captain Rochewin is in no mood to be entertaining customers this eve, and even when she is, she ain't particularly good at it. Though, maybe dealing with the customer, the sort of shite, what might shake her from her doldrums. But if you meant to adventure inside the missing member, you best remember to pay your proper respects to the captain, lest you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling before her would be a good start. I know how to do emotes. I'm like, where's Neil? There we go. Oh, so he knows its place. Good. If only the Krakens had the same sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we can take a crack at them. 'Tis a sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy bunches of man-boys. Me younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. Show her I'm disappointed, okay. So you do know something owe me pain, but your sympathy ain't worth more'n a pint o' piss. It's well and good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if you keep on getting beat to your prey? We built our reputation reaving rights off the coast o' Valbrand, not sailing a dozen malms into the Bleeding Sea. The few Imperial dogs found in Laminson territory get snatched by Krakens, uniting in hunting in open waters. I rallied me crew's spirits when I say we were reviving the old ways, but after all the struggles, they seem resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. As rally. That's up here. There we go. Let's go! Huh? You trying to make light of me dilemma? Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll gut you with a hook like a regular pirate. Wait, that's it? We're pirates, goddammit. So we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping Lominson water safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Garlean outpost along the coast of Al Denard. Ah ha ha ha. It's so bleeding simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Thank ye for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. To think I almost add ye fed to the sharks. You're welcome. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I can hear her cackling all the way out here. Well, whatever you did, thanks ye for doing it. Last thing we need was her going on another rampage, ruining deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. Tain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Rosewin can. Hi, kitty. You stretching? Yeah? Okay. Let's see. I'm trying not to yawn in y'all's ear. I apologize. Aw? Tesla okay? Oh, that's cute. At least you have a little kitty nurse helping you out. You delivered the package I requested? Very good. I shall pass on the sister's sentiments to my superior. What manner of services do the dutiful sisters provide? I'm quite sure an adventurer of your stature has already glimpsed the truth behind the facade. For a business such as ours, your presence in the city is incredibly reassuring. Yeah, good kitties. Mine has been wandering in and out of the room. Oh, there you are. Honey. Leave George alone. BB? Stop looking around like you don't know I'm talking to you. I love how you're looking everywhere else but at me. Come here. There we go. Leave him alone. If he falls, that's going to be all bad. You're going to get spooked. And you're old. We don't need you to get spooked. So for those who don't know, George is our resident skeleton. He stays up all year round. He's not the 50-foot skeleton. He's not the huge one. He's one of the smaller ones that you get like at Walmart or Michael's or one of those other stores. But yeah, originally he was Mom's skeleton, but then when she had to move, he came to our place for like, you know, so he was out of the house, and then we kind of just kept him. And I have George, and then a loved one has another skeleton that's like, I forget what his skeleton is. I think their skeleton is like an animal, and it's named Fred. This was before all that happened. So yes, we used to have George and Fred together. And now he has Fred and I have George. Oh, and George has clothes. I don't know if I mentioned that before, because I know when I did my last Game Grumps unboxing, someone mentioned that George needs a shirt. George needs clothes. Well, I happened to find not only a shirt, but shorts for George. So George is no longer naked. And, oh, and he still has his Chevy's hat. So he's kind of styling. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa. If there's aught you would like to know, feel free to... You got something for me, you say? A missing persons list? I'm not sure I follow. Thank you for bringing the list. I'll make sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folks enter the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on constant watch here, and undercover so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there are shady characters sulking about, you can rest assured I can pick them out. Hehehe. Alright. I stay the streetlights. In Tanmo needs help keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you can do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night. But thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the streetlights in my stead, I'd be eternally grateful. So, she's worried about the missing people, but she has no problem me just meeting her going, oh, could you do this for me by yourself, alone? It's like, really? Oh, when you're finished, could you please fetch more oil from Sisypoo in the Fisherman's Guild? We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. Ooh, I'm starting to yawn and get sleepy. I apologize. The heat is kind of preventing me from getting a good night's sleep. Oops. God, it'd be so much easier if you had like trusted people that you could just have audio chat happen while in a Twitch. I'm sure that'd probably be chaotic, or there's a good reason why they don't, but for me that'd be so much easier. Oh well. Nope, that's not the right way. So when I go to make World of Warcraft characters, I think I said this before, I'm going to do a randomizing system. Like, I'm going to say, oh, okay, this is going to be a Alliance character. And then do a random number generator to figure out what race they're going to be and what class. And then randomize their appearance. And so the plan is starts at Wrath of the Lich King Classic. We start there, so I'm not limited to no Blood Elves and no Draenei. Okay? I will play those characters to the end until they're max level. Then I plan to go to regular WoW, remake those characters again, and then see what the differences are between the different games. Also, I plan to do completely different characters, different race and different class for regular WoW, just to add some variety and to, have some interesting playthroughs. Oops. Oh, I missed this one. Okay, now to the Fisherman's Guild. Kitty. Is it that time? So have scientists or vets or something like that figured out why cats get the zoomies at like a particular hour? Because I can see mine is already, she's getting there. She's got the body language, she's got the jerky head movements. Oops. I'm getting itchies and all that fun stuff. So, most likely gonna be ending stream soon. But I do appreciate each and every one of you who's come to the stream, has kept me company, had me on as your background noise. I appreciate each and every one of you, because I still need to do that one, because my goal is to still get to affiliates. Unfortunately, the middle of this month, my all my hours and average viewers and everything rolled back over. So I might not get affiliate for August, or for July, but let's shoot for August. That'd be awesome. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him. Toss him in a gale and throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, and all in anticipation for this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Lominson oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. He looks upset. Ugh. There's doubts. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms, and a 21 cannon salutes. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extension of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. Oh my God. With my dying breaths, dramatic, I seek unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls whom may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Han Azza of Naldic and the Nellies, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Ulda. If there is one ounce of compassion in you, seek them out, and tell them Jan Delane sent you. When my soul is restored and my name is rightfully cleared of all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, I will sing your praises. For I, Jan Delane, am none other than poor guy. He's like, I can't. I just can't. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream for now. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much to all my friends, the raid, everything. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope that you have a good morning, good night, or whatever it is when you're watching this. Talk to y'all later. Bye.